District Governor of Rotary District 6270. The educational programs of Rotary International and experiences based upon your local Rotary Club and the district have prepared you for this responsibility. We believe you will uphold the high ethical standards of the four-way test as you lead, mentor, guide, motivate, and inspire the Rotary, Rotaract, and the Interact clubs, and the members of each representative club. We believe that you will give the best of your executive ability to the furtherance of the interests of the district and carry forward the object of Rotary. Will you fulfill the responsibility of this district office to the best of your ability and in accordance with the constitutional documents of Rotary International? If so, please answer, I will.
Can I say I do, so help me
You
God?
can say anything. Rotarians and guests, I hereby declare that Julie Craig is installed as the District 6270 Governor beginning July 1st, 2016. Enough name badges, you know.
Yeah. So I'm officially giving her a badge that says past district governor, and she's actually staying on as our district extension chair, new position. So we can't let go of her. So I'm going to skip this right now.
You all set?
Okay, yes, I think I'm good.
Okay.
So you can't go. No. I mean, all right.
You said it was
So I have something for Karen here. Yep. She said no plaques, so instead I got her Waterford crystal with the Rotary emblem on it.
Little does she know I was going to order one for myself. Now I don't have to.
Classy face for a classy lady. So, and this is actually a custom print. We thought we'd let you frame it because I figured you could choose.
Yeah.
But it's actually one of few prints that's actually signed by Ray Klingensmith.
Oh,
So this is a special gift with her. This is her emblem for her year. So
Thank you so much. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah, you don't want to break it, right?
No.
It's like-
And John Scherer did bring the banner. We had Julie's name added to the district governor banner. So
Now you got one more banner for the club.
Another banner. So thank you.
And Karen and I have a special award that we're giving together tonight. This man, from a district perspective, for those of you who don't know him, I swear he's almost done everything you can think of in Rotary. I remember going to Central States Youth Exchange, and he wasn't even there, and his name must have got mentioned 50 times there because he'd done so many things for Rotary with Central States and all the things that he's done. So Bob, would you please come up here? Bob. Special award for you, Bob. And what it actually is, it's an award from the district to Bob, Outstanding Leader, Bob Hosch, in recognition of dedication, service, and loyal, see, I can't read now. Loyal.
I can't help you either.
To the service of Rotary. So District 6270, June 9, 2016. We love you and thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you. I've really, a lot of you understand that my eyesight is kind of pale. I can see everybody in here, but I can't recognize anybody, which sometimes is a blessing. So if you walk by and I don't say anything to you, that's because I probably didn't see you. But you know, if I had to do over, I'd do exactly the same thing. I would have liked to continue for longer, but on the other hand, all of us that need, you know, in the leadership positions need to move on. And this seemed to be appropriate given the circumstances. You know, after all, these positions are careers, you know, so. Thank you very, very much. I couldn't understand why Julie wanted me to be here. Now I know. Thank you very much.
So I just wanted to take a minute. For example, John Henderson, who's going to be our new district friendship exchange chair. He's still looking for a couple people who want to go to India in October. He's taken a group. You'll be staying in local families. He's been there, so it's going to be an amazing trip, and I'm excited that's going to be a new position this upcoming year. I don't know if John Bernadine made it. I don't think. Oh, there you are. All right, John. Not only does he get done serving this huge role in career, he decides to continue on giving back to Rotary, and he is actually stepping up as the District Rotary Global Rewards Chair, which is new as well. It's a really exciting program that's going to help benefit businesses in Rotary so other people can get discounts and so forth. So super, super excited about that. Karen, you guys got to stand because I have something to say. You're gonna have to swear you in a little bit here. She's going to be the extension chair, which we mentioned. This is really doing that feedback thing, isn't it? Is that better? All right. I know that whole back table there almost, it's like John Shear is going to be our youth protection chair. Joe Caruso is actually assistant governor. Nope, that's Mike Sloney, our foundation chair. Those of you who don't know, Jeff Reed is actually going to be the district governor who's coming in to follow me. Nancy Rhodes in the back there is actually going to be major gifts for the district. Kathy Zimmerman is serving on our board as a past district governor. Steve Affelt has been brave enough not only to serve as assistant governor, but agreed to help us with the major donor campaign for our $1 Million Day that's going to happen. Brian Monroe, who's in the front here, he actually handles a lot with our district club visioning. Terry Schacht, who's an assistant district governor. And who else am I missing? I'm like, Cola. Yeah, you have to stand up, Cola, you included. All right, so I'm going to kind of have you guys raise your hand. I do solemnly swear to uphold the Rotary motto, service above self.
To uphold the Rotary motto of service above self.
Faithfully serve the District 6270 in the upcoming year.
Faithfully serve the District 6270.
Woohoo, you're all done. All right. So my 5-minute speech. Straight up this way? Yep. Better? Okay. So life is like a flower. And for those of you, sometimes life pulls at the petals, or sometimes it takes the petal off and gets destroyed. I will always remember when I was in middle school, my parents got divorced. I was the only one in my class whose parents were divorced, and when I tried to talk to anybody about it, they would kind of look the other way, didn't want to discuss it, very uncomfortable subject. So I thought, well, okay, I'll try to read some books on this or read some magazines on this. And basically they said that I would either be a drug addict, I would drop out of school, or I'd become a teenage pregnant mom. Really not a lot of help. So, wasn't very, very good. So prior to my mom's divorce, she was actually a foster parent. My mom took in the very tiny babies before they were adopted. And it was a very quick process, obviously. She was very good at it. And they went back to her and said, would you consider taking the drug-addicted babies? And I'll always remember my mom staying up the entire night, holding these little babies as they cried the entire night until they were eventually off the drugs. From there, she was so good, they said, well, would you take some older children? So she took the older children. And followed by that, they asked her to take the more difficult older children. So one day, I was home, I happened to be home for school, my school was off that day, and my mom's like, get in the station wagon. And I'm thinking, well, what? It's the middle of the day. She's like, we have to go get Dawn, who was one of our foster children. Okay, so we get to the school, and when we arrived, Dawn was nowhere in sight. So the teachers asked us, are you ready to pick her up? And we said yes. And they went over and unlocked a closet door and opened it up, and it was an unlit closet, and Dawn came out. So what I'll always remember after that is my mother storming out of this building, mumbling and cursing under her breath, basically just saying, "That's inhuman what they did in there. I'm gonna go back in there and I'm gonna lock them in the closet and I'm gonna teach them a lesson." And she said, she is never going back there. Over my dead body, she's not going back there. So from there, we went to a private school that served children like this. She didn't have an appointment, but she got a tour of the school, and she waited for the headmaster. And we waited and waited. And eventually she talked to him, and when she came out, he had said no, that Dawn could not go there. Well, we went home, and there was this painting we had at home that she always yelled at us, "Don't play with that, don't touch that, you're gonna damage that, it's worth money." Well, she took that back to the school, and she waited for the headmaster again. And I think the headmaster wasn't prepared for my mother. So basically, she had willed the headmaster into changing his mind, and he accepted Dawn into the program. So the school that she went to basically had a different philosophy for children like this. But the other thing is, plus my mother's sheer will and determination, I would say, that overcame the objections. But the thing that I didn't share with you about Dawn is that Dawn actually was one of these children that was mentally retarded, was the term back then. It's not technically the correct term now. She actually was labeled with autism. And when she would have fits, they were these absolute screaming fits that she would go on, and she would take the palm of her hand and she would literally just beat the temple of her head till it bled. So when I talk about my mother's sheer determination, besides going to this school, my mother invented ways to help this child. She took toilet paper rolls and she would cut them down the middle and she would tape them around Dawn's elbows. And Dawn would break the Scotch tape. And then she realized, I need to use packing tape, and she couldn't break that. But with my mother's will, she basically worked to teach Dawn new coping mechanisms to handle this. And from there, when Dawn left us, Dawn could actually not only feed herself, she could dress herself, she could make her bed, and she also knew sign language. So one of the interesting things, though, is that I also learned sign language from Dawn. And one of my favorite symbols or signs that I learned from her goes like this. So I don't know if any of you know sign language, but that stands for I can't smile without you. So for me, when life starts to pull at my petals for my flower, I think of my mother's determination through those times, and I think of Dawn's determination. And I remember, we are still a flower despite having lost a few petals. So I stand before you, ready to be your district governor, having lost some petals through the journey of my life. Actually, that's not too good. I just said I'm a few petals short. Are you sure you want to make me your district governor? Yeah, one last chance to change your mind. But in all seriousness, I've brought with me here today a beautiful flower for someone that actually I love very dearly, and they've actually helped inspire me a lot. And they've helped me make it through a lot of the tough times in my life. That person actually has Parkinson's from an onset blow to the head. And despite losing that one petal, if you were to pull this off, I think you would all agree that this is still an amazing flower, yes? Yes. And that's how I feel about my mother. And this is for you, Mom. Look at her, the whole speech, right? You're bawling. So in my final message to all of you, there's a song that I think of sometimes, Nat King Cole. I'm sure some of you have heard it. It's, you'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. So I just wanted to say thank you to all of you, and I'm really honored to be able to serve as your district governor this upcoming year, and thank you so much.